guys, Sal here. So it looks like Google has finally learned that 4GB of RAM on a smartphone is just not enough. Pixel 3 XL, which was released in late 2018, comes with only 4GB of RAM, and that's problematic. I've heard a lot of complaints from people, and even MKBHD complained at some point that 4GB of RAM on Pixel has resulted in him having some lags at later stages of using the device. And he's totally right. Apps and games are getting heavier than ever. They are doing more and more, so 4GB of RAM is not gonna cut it. Thankfully though, Google has finally understood that, and they are increasing the RAM count to 8GB on the Pixel 4 XL. This handset appeared on the Geekbench website not once but twice, and both the Geekbench results show 8GB of RAM, which is great news for Pixel fans. I think the base variant will offer 6GB of RAM and the highest variant will take it up to 8GB. By the way, I totally understand the software that runs on a smartphone has a lot to do with how you experience your phone. I mean, optimization is really what matters when it comes to making a phone better and responsive, but I also believe that 4GB is way too less by 2019 standards, and also when you consider the retail prices these devices are gonna carry. So happy that Google is finally upping their game. For those of you who are wondering, the Pixel 4 and 4 XL will have Snapdragon 855 and not the 855 Plus. We have another leak that shows a Pixel 4 XL running a developer hardware system info app, which shows the processor and it's the Snapdragon 855, which is okay because 855 Plus is just an overclocked version of the 855 without any increase in efficiency. The image also shows the screen size, which is 6.23 inches, similar to what we've heard in the past. So it's the Apple keynote today, and unsurprisingly, Pixel 4 leaks have intensified. This is the fourth leak of the Pixel 4 in less than 24 hours, and the good thing is these are by far the clearest leaked photos of the Pixel 4 that we have seen so far. It shows the phone in black and white, and like I've said a few days ago, the camera doesn't look as bad as we were expecting it to look like a few months ago. One interesting thing though is the white variant has a black frame and orange power button. It's something that some of you are gonna love and some of you might hate. I personally would prefer the traditional metal looking frames than this one, but in any case, Pixel 4 will surely stand out from the crowd purely because of its bold color choices and also due to its camera. That being said, for all the coverage of the Pixel 4, please consider subscribing, and as always, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.